YouTube, what's going on? Widdy P coming back with another one. Let's get it. Today I'm gonna talk about why you've been ghosted. We've all been in those situations where everything seems like it's going perfectly fine with somebody, then all of a sudden they just disappear, just vanish. Out of nowhere, it seems like everything's going perfect, then they just disappear. I'm gonna tell you why you've been ghosted. I'm gonna tell you from man and a woman's perspective. I'm gonna tell you why you've been ghosted. Before I start the video, please watch the entire video, and if you like the video, subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this, just content about life. Let's get it. Why you've been ghosted, man and woman's perspective. And this is strictly more so dating, because people can ghost you for plenty of reasons. Like, say for instance, friends can ghost you, your family can ghost you. Say for instance, somebody owe you some money, they can't pay you back, they disappear. That's a whole different type of ghosting. So we're talking about dating. So I'm gonna be strictly talking about dating in this one. Or just relationships more so. But yeah, why you've been ghosted. And let's just be real. Let's just be real. We're not as important as we think we are. This is where we all go wrong. Our own perception of how we feel about ourselves is totally different than how the world views us. So how we view ourselves in the mirror, the world does not see us like that. They only see us for, what we stand for, our status, and the energy we're putting out. That's the only thing they can take from us. So let's be clear with that. So when you feel like you should be getting certain type of treatment because you feel a certain type of way about yourself, that's not the case, because people don't see you in that light. So we're not that important. You're not that important. Let's get that straight. So let's be real with that. You're not that important. We're not that important. So let's be straight. Let's be real. So let's get that out the way. Number two, let's just say that was number one. You're not that important. That's why you've been ghosted. Number one, you're not that important. Let's just say that. I say number two, people are weird. So these are some reasons why you shouldn't feel bad about being ghosted. People are weird. We're weird. As humans, we're weird. We're just built like that. Like, we change like the weather. Some days we wake up and we say, I'm not talking to that person today. We just wake up on the wrong side of the bed sometimes when we feel like that. So people are weird. So don't ever feel bad about being ghosted, because everybody is weird. Let's be clear with that. Everybody is weird. So definitely want to be clear with that. Another reason why you should never feel bad about being ghosted. You should never feel bad. More people is going to come in and out of your life and leave your life than is going to come in your life and actually stick and stay in your life. So you're going to have way more turnover as far as dealing with people, than you have people that actually stay and work for you. I guess you could say, I'm just putting this in as far as like a job sense, as far as you being a boss. You have way more turnover rate, way more, people that come out of your life, in and out of your life, than people that actually stay in your life and you actually do business with and have real dealings with. So always remember that. So those are 3 reasons why I should say you should never feel bad about being ghosted. You have to realize you're not that important. We're not that important. Everybody's weird. We're weird. Everybody is weird. And more people is going to come in and out of your life than actually is going to stay. So let's be clear. Let's be clear with those 3. So those are 3 reasons why you should never feel bad about being ghosted. Let me tell you why you were actually ghosted. I'm going to take this from a man and a woman's perspective. From a man's perspective, You were ghosted because your time is up. Why we don't ever want to realize our time is up. We're on limited time with everybody on this earth. People, we're always on limited time. So if you didn't do anything that changed her perception of as far as life, because we're in a social media era now, like you have to really impress somebody, like you have to go above and beyond to impress somebody. So if you didn't really make her jump out her drawers, and within the first hour of meeting her, or seeing her on social media or whatever like that, your time is up. She just got bored with you. She didn't like what she seen on your social media. So you could have been going back and forth, chatting with her, then she go to your page, and all of a sudden, she sees you're not doing anything with your life. So your time is up. Your time is up. We all on limited time, like I keep saying. It's hard to keep people's attention. So she didn't like what she seen on your social media, so was no point in keeping that conversation going. That could be a reason. Your time is up. Another reason you've been ghosted. You're no longer the substitute. Sometimes you play a substitute role and you don't even know it. You play a substitute role. You just fill in the void. You fill in the void. And once she get back talking to who she really likes or who she's really been dating, you out the picture. Ghost. You're no longer a substitute. People don't realize that a lot of times you substitute out here. You're just a substitute teacher. You're not there to stay. You're not there to stay. You're just a substitute teacher. Filling the void, filling time. That's another reason. Another reason you've been ghosted. She got better options. She was settling, but now she sees better options on the table. And you no longer can play with the big boys. So, kick you to the curb. Better options. Better options. Hypergamy. So, get kicked to the curb sometimes when there's better options on the table. I get 4 reasons. I get 4 for the women now. Why you've been ghosted. Everybody always, when they get ghosted, they want to run to the internet. What did I do? Or what did he do? What did she do? It's not always about what you did or what people, like I said, people are weird. So I'm going to get to the women. Why you've been ghosted. After dealing with a, man, things like that. You can be ghosted if the sex was whack. The sex was whack. If you had intimate relations and he finally got what he wanted. The sex was whack. So, men would do some crazy things for women who got some good sex. Trust me. Men would do some crazy things for women who have some good sex. I've seen it. Men will put damn near their life on the line when it comes to women who got some good sex. It is what it is. Like, we go crazy over some good sex. So you get ghosted if that sex is whack. And he's used to, a freak, somebody that know what she doing in bed. You get ghosted. Another way she get ghosted. Another way female she can get ghosted. He realized she's not up to his level. Some men are used to dealing with certain type of female on a certain type of level. You get off them dating apps, you finally go out and meet them. You see, nah, that's not my caliber. That's a little below my caliber. So you might not meet the criteria that he's accustomed to having. So that's another way. You don't meet that criteria you don't meet that standard. Some men stand on their standards. So it is what it is in that scenario. That's another reason. I said number 3, another reason you get ghosted. He got his options back. Sometimes men, they go in droughts. They go in droughts, so he might entertain you, for the time being. Cause he hadn't had none in a while. So you might get, the time of the day, is what they call it. You might get the time of the day. So he got his options back on the table. He got his confidence back. So once he got his lineup, you might not be in that starting 5. You might not make that starting 5. So you can get ghosted. You might have to move to the bench. So he got his swagger back. He got his confidence back. Got his starting lineup set. You got to move to the bench so you get ghosted. That's another way. And this is real. This is real. And we all, let's be real. Men and women, we use each other. Men use women for sex. Women use men for more so resources. Women don't have to use men more so for resources as much as they used to, because with social media and things like that, the resources is right at the palm of their hands, basically. But what used to happen is women used to kind of outsmart men when it comes to the whole sex thing. Because I'm gonna give you an example of how women used to work their way up to the top as far as dealing with, men on a professional level. You might have a guy, this is a perfect example, you might have a guy that's on a practice squad for an NFL team. This is what she'll do. He'll think he's winning because she's nice, she's bad. So she'll deal with him temporarily just to get around those big time athletes, the starters. That's what we call them, the starters. She'll mess with the bench players just to come around the starters because she really wants to start her. So he'll be dealing with a beautiful woman, but he'll bring them around his teammates and the actual starters, and she'll use him just to get to the starters. And before he know it, he'll be ghosted. She'll cut him out the picture. She'll cut the middleman out because she got what she wanted. She got to the top. Now she's messing with the starters. So he get ghosted. She no longer texts him back because now she messing with the quarterback. She messing with the starting quarterback, starting receiver, starting running back, starting defensive back. So it's a cold world. Like, you can get ghosted at the highest levels. You know what I mean? So that's just an example how I could, wrap that up as far as like, it's a cold game out here. The ghosting come at all levels. So don't feel bad. It happens to the best of them. It happens to the best of them. So, in case you were wondering how you get ghosted, I just gave you some reasons. Men and women, I gave you some reasons how you get ghosted, but Woody P coming back with another one. Let's get it. Comment, like, subscribe. You let me know how you get ghosted. I mean, just dealing with situations and hearing stories. That was my input on how you can get ghosted, men and women. So, Woody P with another one. Let's get it. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's go.